About 30 degrees, a little bit of wind out of the southwest, 5 to 11 miles per hour. And then rain and snow becoming all snow tomorrow morning. Temperature falling to about 29 degrees. We could get possibly 1 to 3 inches of the white stuff on Thursday.
All right, time to take a look at the weather forecast right now for Eastern Connecticut. Here is, it's the one and only, it's Paul Lash.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Paul.
Good morning.
Hey, Paul.
Good morning. Right now, the temperature downtown.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Paul.
You through?
Yeah.
Wipe this up. All right, here we go.
Hey, Paul.
Wipe this up.
All right.
All right. All right. The temperature downtown June City right now is 19 degrees. Be probably cloudy today. It'll be a little warmer today, about 45 degrees. However, there will be a little wind around between 10 to 20 miles per hour. But tonight, well, it'll be probably cloudy. Becoming really cloudy after midnight. They're saying rain possibly late after midnight with a mix happening with lows around 31 degrees. Unfortunately for Thursday, they're saying it's going to be some snow, which will taper off during the morning, but it'll remain kind of cloudy during the afternoon. Highs will be somewhere around 33 degrees. However, the snow amounts could accumulate between 1 and 3 inches of snow. And that's your weather from SNSN on this Wednesday, 01/19. 2022.
Your community radio.
Live from Main Street.
Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning and 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
Like they always say things that aren't stupid usually. And when they are stupid, it's funny.
What up, Paul?
What up?
Wow, you're almost hip, you know. What up?
Yeah, sounds like the Bud commercial. Remember that Bud commercial? What's up?
I don't know. No, it's Bud.
Yeah.
Wise. Yeah. The Budweiser frogs.
Yeah.
What's the Budweiser frogs?
Yeah. Yep.
So what's going on in the funky, wacky world here in Griswold?
The sun is shining.
The sun is shining. It's going to be nice today.
Yeah, 45 degrees. Can't complain about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really, really coal.
After the cold weather we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But then again, it's going to be 9 degrees tomorrow. So.
No, I don't think so. No,
That's
it's not going to get down that low. It's going to rain overnight. So
you don't think so?
No, it won't be that cold. Not yet, anyway. Then, of course, we don't know what's going to happen over the weekend.
Yeah.
We don't know whether that snow's coming here or going to Georgia.
So somebody put in the, and I don't even know who this is. So the system's working a little funkadelic this morning.
Really?
It says, "Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome back." And it's it's Facebook user.
Oh,
it doesn't say who it is, and so I don't know. So hey, good to see you. I don't know who you are. You know, announce yourself. Let us know who you are today.
Maybe that's his name, user.
Could be. I don't think so though. And how do you know it's might be a her?
Well, we got to be careful with those pronouns.
Let's see.
Yeah, he or she.
Well, let's see. All right, there we go. And I'm looking at it. It's one is Laura. Hi, Laura. I don't know why it says Facebook user.
I don't know.
And one's Court Kinney.
Oh, he's back. Oh, good.
Yeah. So I don't know why it's saying Facebook user. It doesn't.
Oh. Maybe he's talking to you and say Facebook loser. Oh, maybe you got it right.
It wasn't that funny, Paul. So you are a part of the public health and safety.
Yes, we are.
You had a big meeting last night.
Yes, we did have a big meeting last night.
So what was that all about?
Well, you know, the meeting we had last night was we had some guests come in last night. They were from the borough.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the resident troopers come in. And of course, they had to do with some of the activity that's happening around the skate park and the dugouts down at the ball field.
Yeah.
So apparently, there's some illegal stuff going on down there.
Yeah, like drug usage.
Yeah,
homeless people.
Yeah, I was trying to be a little bit.
No, hey, you got to call a spade a spade.
I guess you got to call a visitor. So we need to do. We need to get involved with the rec committee and see what we can do to help them. I mean, we don't have any authority to do anything as far as enforcing anything, but maybe we could, kind of like help them out and become part of our team to come up with some resolutions So we kind of came up with the idea that maybe we need to get a bunch of people together and
Put like a subcommittee.
like a subcommittee, which would include the rec committee, would include the health and safety, the borough. Hopefully, we can get a selectman to come involved, and also somebody that's part of the Little League organization.
Yeah, like Patricia, who is the new president of the Little League this year.
And because there is some activity going on down there as well, and see if we could brainstorm and come up with some ideas of how maybe we might be able to put some things in place to maybe prevent some of the things that are going on down there. I mean, as we all know that when they put the gates up, it gets ripped off. We know that the chains have been broken. My understanding is the cameras don't work, or the floodlights aren't working. There's some activity going on down there in the dugouts. So we need to do something to at least defer what's going on, whether it means, there is an ordinance. There is actually an ordinance that was put together by the borough with a bunch of rules on how that state park is supposed to be used. And unfortunately, those rules are not being followed. So it may come down to possibly later on is giving people warnings and perhaps tickets on trespass. Who knows? We haven't come up with any thoughts yet. As far as the life of the skate park, that's not health and safety's decision on what happens with that skate park. It's up to the rec committee to decide what happens there. All we're going to do is try. We have to be careful because whatever happened at Hartford this past week, and I mean, that's a school that I thought was made up of kids that were really smart because they're really
achievement first. Those
like the kids that all know the science and math and all
correct
those
schools.
the
correct schools.
And you find that in that school and you say, wow, because but we need to be careful. So, because that stuff's around. We don't need that to happen here. That's the worst thing that could happen to the town of Griswold is to have some kid overdose or whatever.
But it happens
everywhere.
And it happens here. It's under the radar.
Well, that's the problem is everybody put the blind eye to it. It's there, but people close their eyes against it. They're not.
But they don't talk about it because, first of all, it doesn't make news headlines. Now, it did like 3-4 years ago because they'd have to write a report about it because, state police would be out there. Do it. Now, even though state police are there now, they are checking. Right. But the thing is that it's considered a medical now.
Yeah.
Because first responders now can administer Narcan. So before it was just state police. So, there was some sort of police report, but now they don't have to. So when you don't hear about it, the only time you really hear about it is if somebody talks about it, whether it's a family member or somebody that's close to the family. But when it comes to those unfortunate situations, it doesn't really, it's not, because it really isn't news.
No,
it really isn't news. I mean, if you think about it, the people that, are in peril, with these type of addictions or mental health issues and stuff like that, it's not news. It's only because people want to be freaking nosy.
Right.
They want to know. It's like, oh, what happened? What happened? There were ambulances over there. Did something happen bad? Why do you care? Yeah. It's like, all right, if you see something bad that happened, all right, you know what? Then do what you do. Send positive energy. Send prayers. Whatever it is you do. But you don't need to know. Chances are, how many times have we said it, Paul? If you're a member of the family, you're gonna know.
Right.
They're gonna let you know.
Yeah.
But if you're not, it means you don't need to know. So don't be on Grizzled now saying, my God, I gotta know. Who did that? Who was that?
Right.
They're on the ground. I need to know their name. Why? Why do you care? Why do you need to know? You don't need to know. You want to know because you're flipping nosy.
Yeah. I even heard a story where some 13-year-old.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. I even heard a story where some 13-year-old snuck out of his house in the middle of the night and went down and bought himself some marijuana. Yeah. I don't know who the person is. I really don't care who the person is, but that's just a story that those kinds of things happen.
But when you know what happens, those things have happened for years. They've happened for decades. It's nothing new. What's new? Social media.
Yeah.
And that gets people up in a roar.
Yeah.
And it's like, all of a sudden, we got to know. It's a big problem.
Yeah.
It's not. It's been the same problem. It's now the drug of choice has changed. It's not really marijuana anymore. It's heroin. It's crack cocaine.
Right.
It's different.
Yeah. Well, it's something that we need to, as a town, we need to look into that.
Yes.
And see what we can do to see. I don't know what to do. I mean, that's just why we need to get a lot of minds together to say, how can we resolve this, or how can we defer it somehow, or what can we put in place to, to prevent these things from happening or stop it? I don't know if we even can do that.
You're not going to prevent it.
You're not going
to.
It's going to, because if you move it from there, it's going to go somewhere else.
If anything, you're right. That's true. It's it's like there were certain areas I've been following it for years, and like there was a little drug neighborhood in the part of Plainfield, right?
Yeah.
Well, the cops went and cleaned that up. Guess what? It just moved over.
Yeah.
Moved over to Oregon.
Yeah.
That's all it did.
Yeah.
It just went from here to here.
Yeah.
you could try to lessen the problem. You can try to lessen the burden and help save people that way, but you're never going to eradicate it.
No. I mean, I just think we just can't sit back and do nothing.
Of course, no. Of course, I'm not saying.
No, I know that, but I'm just making a point that now's the time we have to step up and see what we can do to at least do something. At least we try to do something.
Mm-hmm.
We just can't sit back and just say, yeah, it's there, we're going to ignore it. Can't do that anymore, because the town's going to be liable.
Is that really all anybody gives a shit about?
No.
Who's liable? Who's going to get sued?
No.
How about who's going to die?
No, because if we want people to come to our town. We want businesses to come to town. We don't want to be known for.
That's a different subject, though.
I know that, but it still impacts. If it gets in the news and we start, look at Hartford. Would you really want to go in? You don't want to go to Hartford?
No, I don't even want to drive through it.
Exactly. And why is that? Because of the reputation that Hartford has now acquired because of the shootings and everything that goes on up there. Well, how do you think all those things probably started? Because they're related to drugs, right?
Could be. Or just pissed off people.
Yeah, well, we've been very fortunate that, knock on wood, there really hasn't been anything. I mean, we got close. The Londons had a few, which is right down the street. So,
well, I mean, we don't know we really don't know if the issue at Kenwood with that triple homicide was that drug related. Probably.
I think it was.
I think it was.
So, but we just can't sit by.
What about the situation up on Norman Road?
That's right.
That
was drug related.
How do we know that?
I thought it came out that it was.
I haven't seen anything.
Oh, I thought.
I could be wrong.
I thought I could be wrong that it was the older, not the older gentleman that passed away. But it was.
No, that's rumor.
Rumor.
That's
okay.
rumor.
Then I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
All right. So let's get to a question. Laura says, "Where's the closest shelter to Jewett City / Griswold?" And I think this is in reference to we were talking about the skate park and homeless people.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know. We have.
I think there's a woman's shelter in Norwich, and there's one in New London.
Yeah, I don't.
But I don't know of any like.
I don't know any homeless shelters in Jewett City.
No, no. There's not.
I would think Norwich.
Huh?
I would think Norwich would have one. Definitely.
I think so. Yeah, but I think it's women only.
Oh, is it?
In New London, I know they have one, but I don't know if it's like co-ed.
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't there some talk in Griswold about the old St. Mary's School and making that into a sober house?
Don't know. I have not heard that. I have not.
I could have sworn I saw something in the minutes.
I did not see
or
that.
whatever.
It must have been from one of the other committees or something.
No, it was at a Board of Selectmen meeting.
Oh, did you?
I was reading the minutes. Yeah.
Oh, I did not see that.
Okay.
So
I'll look into that because
I don't know.
Yeah, I had.
I mean, we're not here to resolve the homeless. I mean, I realize we have homeless, but the whole idea of the committee is to look at some of the activity that's going on there as a result of the park. That's the reason why we're doing it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good morning, Victoria. Good to see you. Laura says there are shelters in Danielson, one for families, and one is just an overnight shelter for the winter.
Yeah, and it's pretty tough if you're homeless. Do you have a vehicle? How are you going to get there?
We talked about that.
See, there you go. So it'd be
Yeah.
tough if somebody.
Chances are that if you're homeless in
Jewett City,
it's going to be hard to get to Danielson.
Absolutely, even in Norwich. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Timmy Hirschberger, 5G interference.
Well, they've held it off. Right now, it's on hold, and I think the biggest reason why they're holding it back
What,
is
5G?
5G is because they feel that the airplanes are going to be affected by the use of 5G, somehow jamming their electronics.
It's been very slow.
They've actually postponed. They were going to put it out. Actually, 5G was going to be pushed out today by AT&T and I don't know the other.
Well, Verizon, it's I know it's in parts of Norwich, Ledyard, Uncasville. It hasn't gone this far up.
But they were going to push it out today, and I saw that they're holding it because the airline industry is very upset of affecting the electronics inside the planes.
Which is weird because 5G,
it's
a very short wavelength, and it doesn't travel long distances. That's why they're going to need little antennas throughout an area, really, just to kind of connect the signal. It's not like a tower, that you will find on somebody's property.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing in your house. If you have Wi-Fi come in your house and you have 2.4 and 5G, 5G is not going to go that far.
Exactly. It's faster and shorter.
It's very
distances.
fast. Unfortunately, it doesn't go through large walls.
Right. Latency is bad.
Yeah. So you have to use the 2.4 to get it around your home. So,
Unless you have a mesh network.
Yeah. I just have regular. I don't have a mesh, but I noticed that the 5G doesn't. I have to go to 2.4 if I want to get to the other side of the house. Just won't reach.
Maybe 5G is just all about mind control. If you want to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. But anyway, that's
Conspiracy Theory Radio.
It's going to roll out. There's no doubt. But I think
what's that?
5G.
5G?
It's going to roll.
Of course it is.
But I think up at Bradley, I would think they're a little nervous.
Which I don't know. I mean, I'm not one to say that I'm not going to sit here and say I know why that is, but I do know that it's a very short wavelength.
Yeah.
So it would be something they could control a lot more than they can control 4G.
Yeah, I mean,
4G.
I have an older phone. Like mine is a 7, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
No, mine's 11. Excuse me. I don't think it's going to pick up 5G anyway.
Yeah.
So you need something like a 12.
No, yours is not. No, you need a 5G capable phone.
Yeah. See, I don't.
So 5G is not going to.
No, it's a 12 or a 13. You really.
Yeah, I have a 5G phone.
Yeah, so it's got to be a 12 or 13 as far as the iPhone goes. Anything other than that, it's not going to get 5G.
And you want to know something? I was at Mohegan Sun the other night.
5G?
And there's 5G in there.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't notice any
I would
difference.
think that they'd be up.
I didn't notice any difference.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think that they would be right up on the technology.
Do you know what you know what one of the big to-dos is as far as expansion, as far as like a Verizon or an AT&T or T-Mobile with 5G? They are looking at the home internet market. They tried to attack it with 4G.
Yeah.
But they weren't very successful. But with 5G and that data pipe being much larger, for things to travel at much faster speeds and more bandwidth.
People would stay away from their own home internet.
You could. I mean, that's the idea is that
well, you
Verizon could be your cell phone and your home.
Yeah, because you could use
internet
your phone
provider.
as a hotspot. You can change your phone to be a hotspot.
Yeah, but no, they would actually send you a wireless router.
Oh, they would.
That's a 5G router.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, yeah. And it would actually be faster than the 4G ultra speeds or whatever that you can get now, or the 1 meg that they have now. It's much faster than that. Yeah. But they have to have the service available in a certain area really to roll out that product.
I don't think Jewett City's got it. We're not up to speed yet as far as 5G goes.
But then again, we're not Atlantic Broadband anymore, are we?
No, we're Breeze Line.
Breeze Line.
Is that what it is? Breeze Line, yeah.
Who named Breeze Line?
Yeah, when the wind blows, it doesn't work.
Gone. See you later. Yeah, I don't get it.
They replaced. They actually replaced.
Is it a different company or did they just change their name?
See, that happens with a lot of big companies.
There's a whole different CEO. And there's a whole, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what happened with Northeast Utilities.
Yeah.
Same thing happened. They took on another company, changed the name from Northeast to Eversource.
Mm-hmm.
The CEO disappeared. It was the same thing. It was the whole thing. What the hell are we doing this for? We had a good reputation. Now this other company comes in and, look what it did to us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think they're trying to get their name back again, but Northeast was Northeast. It was a reputable company,
Yeah.
So, but I think they're doing the same. They're claiming they're going to have all this extra special service and everything.
Like what?
You ever tried to get into them and talk to them?
You mean like a representative on the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes you forever.
I never really, that's another thing is whenever I call customer service anyway, I don't really have any problem with anybody.
Yeah, but that's because you're looking for new service. Try calling support.
No.
Try to get a hold of support.
No. I've tried to call like support for Verizon can get a little lengthy, but anything else, I don't really have any problem.
I've had problems.
You know what I think? I think people are, myself included, with like social media and everybody wants everything now, and and I think that's kind of going into that. I want somebody to answer the phone now.
I don't mind waiting, but to wait 30 to 35 minutes.
Of course, nobody wants that.
But sometimes what they do is they will call you.
Nobody got time for that.
Well, what they do is a lot of times they'll call you. You can leave them your number and they'll call you back within a certain amount of time.
Which I think is.
But I will tell you though, even though the long wait time, I've had some support reps that are really been great. I mean, they really want to be helpful, and they'll stay on the line with you until you get your problem fixed.
Right.
So I've had some real good support people, and it ended up where I had a bad modem. I didn't even know it. I found out with the newer modem now, it's it's not going down as much as it was going down before.
Now, Victoria, she says, try calling Atlantic Broadband. I was on hold for an hour last time.
Yeah.
So here's a trick to that.
Yeah.
But here's a trick to that. Call business support.
Support.
No. Hold on. There's residential support, and then there's business support. Call the business support line.
Yeah.
And then when it asks you to put in your account number and all this stuff, don't. Because it'll eventually go to a voice prompt.
Well, what happens? What happens is when you call in, they got your phone number, so they know your account.
No, they don't. Because you know what? If I call from here, that's not the account. That's not the phone number that's attached to my account.
Okay.
It's my cell phone.
Okay.
Okay. So they don't. For me, they don't. So if you call into business support, most companies, they're very, very conscientious of small or the SMB market, small and medium business.
Yeah.
So they get service out to them really quick. And trust me when I tell you that if they want to get a technician out to you within an hour, you bet your ass someone will be here within an hour.
Yeah.
So don't let them tell you that they can't. But anyway, your hold time will be greatly diminished. Greatly diminished.
When I call in and I go to support, the nice thing about the support line is they ask you for a number to call you back, so you don't have to wait. Just say, we got to wait 35 minutes. Would you like us to call you? And you tell them yes, and they call you, and then you can talk to them, so you don't have to wait on the phone. But that happens only during certain hours. If you get it in an off hour, you may not get that. You may have to wait.
Yeah.
But that's what I've used and was able to get to them without staying on the phone. But it is a pain. You're not going to understand where she's coming from. It is a pain in the neck trying to get a hold of him when you have something that you need to get done. It is.
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm going to change subjects.
Oh, boy.
I have a question for you, and I have a question for anybody that is listening or watching. Us here at SNSN, what we have done in the last 2 months is we have switched all of our music over to an 80s format. We do and it's been very successful. Not so much just on a local, but on a nationwide scale. Because of that, and we have a one-hit wonder show that runs from 12 to 1, which is getting very it's getting very well listened to, which is funny because it's, you know, a lot of it's been promoted through TikTok.
Oh,
you know, and it's, I mean, the listenership in this
that's
one-hit wonder show is
good.
Wonderful.
Good.
It's been great. And if you still don't know, you can get it. We have an app. We have an app. It's absolutely free. It's absolutely free. You can get it from Google Play or iTunes. So here's the question. With the format, you know, changing all the 80s, we have dropped the local news at the top of the hour.
Yeah.
So there's none. We talk about news in the morning, and all of our news goes up on snsnradio.com. Because what I've found in the past is that people want to, you know, they want to read it on demand. More so than listen to it. But now I got people saying, well, why don't you guys do news anymore? It's like, well, we do news. So my question is, you know, for the folks that are listening now or watching now, what do you think? I mean, what is your preference? I mean, do you want news on the top of the hour, local news, or are you fine with it just going up on our website? See, like for example, I know radio stations that put every news story they have on Facebook. Why the hell would I want to listen to them?
Yeah. Well,
I don't like their music, so why would I want to listen to them?
Yeah,
that's just a personal preference.
Yeah. See, I during the day I don't listen to radio. I mean, I'm doing other stuff, so I don't. I mean, if I was working, it'd be different because I probably have music going on in my ear. Yeah. But now that I don't work, I mean, I don't sit around listening to radio all day long.
Right.
I like the idea that if there's a story, you send out a message.
Yeah. Okay. That's another thing. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Because when you send the message out, I know there's a story, and then I will follow that story to find out what's going on. The only problem that I have, and I'm not sure if it's the app or it's my phone, is a lot of times I will click on that story, your message, and it takes a long time for it to pop up on my phone. Now, that could be my technology. Maybe I got a problem. I don't know. But that's what I look at, you know. Like the one you sent out yesterday related to getting free test kits.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, that's pretty good, you know.
I know that was on just about every news.
It was.
You know.
And I mentioned this a while ago.
Right.
I told you that was going to happen.
It is. It has been on, you know, just about every news feed in the world.
Yeah.
But there are going to be people that say, oh, you know, I didn't see that.
The good thing about it is you had a direct link.
Huh?
You had the link.
I did. I sent the link.
Which was perfect for people to just click on it and go right in there. Within a matter of a couple of minutes, test kits were on your way. So there you go.
So one of the things that we have instituted here, if you take a look at the bottom of the screen here, if you text SNSN to 860-717-3097, you can get local news stuff sent right to your phone.
Right. That way you can just look at it whenever you want.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because I know I'm obnoxious, and there are some things that I'll kind of make fun of.
Yeah.
One of them is, you know, people saying, you know, oh, I didn't know that was happening. Geez, I didn't know. Nobody told me.
Yep.
Well, nobody knocked on your door, buddy. What, you know? So, but I thought about it. I'm thinking, okay, well, there's got to be ways to reach these folks. So we instituted the text messaging service. All you got to do is, see, I can't put you in. Like if you said to me, you know, legally, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could, but if you reported it, you know, I could get in, you know, screwed.
Yeah.
But you have to opt in. That says, okay, yeah, you can send me text. So the number's on the screen. You just simply send us a message or just text the word SNSN to 860-717-3097. We don't spam you.
Yeah.
Do we?
No.
Laura, you get them. Do we spam?
No.
We do not.
No.
Sometimes I don't send anything out in a day.
Yeah, right. You're right.
Because if there's nothing really pressing,
Right.
But I'm not going to send out, a news story that happened in the Appalachians because it doesn't really pertain to us.
But that's the way that things are being done now by many businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Book appointment to get a blood test. They will send you a text message confirming it.
Yeah.
They will send you a text message telling you when your appointment's up. They send you, everything now is being done by text message. You get a doctor's appointment.
Yep.
How do you think they remind you? Text message.
Sure.
Dentist appointment.
Prescriptions.
Text message. Prescriptions.
Yeah.
Text message. You're getting information to tell you that reminders that this is going on via text message. Mm-hmm. So that's the way of the future. That's what's happening right now. So you're right in line to what's going on right now.
And it's with us, it's not even a matter of things being clickbait, because if it was, then you'd be seeing all sorts of ads.
Yeah.
When you click on, how many ads do you see when you click on our news story?
None.
0.
Right.
It's just news.
Right.
That's all that it is.
Right.
So if anybody says to be clickbait, it means that I have to be baiting you into something.
Yeah.
Or a company has to be baiting you into, look at this. Why? Because I want you to see this ad.
Yeah.
Now that's not saying that at some point we won't send out a text with a special offer or something that's worth it.
Yeah.
Like one thing you'll never see me text out is a 10% coupon, because I think 10% coupons are ridiculous. I think they're useless. It's like, hey, we're going to give you 10% off your $20 purchase.
Yeah.
Oh, $2.
Yeah. That doesn't even pay the tax.
No. Well, it does.
Yeah. It does.
Hardly, but it's funny that when businesses, when they try to, when we'll collaborate on some sort of a promotion,
right,
they want to do 10% off.
Right.
Or maybe 15% off of $100 or something like that. And I'm like, don't do that.
Right.
I said, it's useless.
Yeah.
It's absolutely useless. What, did you get a text?
Celebrating. Good.
And you know why? And I've seen evidence that actually supports this. It's just not valuable enough for people to go ahead and react to it.
Yeah.
If people aren't going to react to it, it's because it's not valuable enough. Now, if you said you have this thing, $50, and you're going to get it for $4 today, and it's really something of value, people are going to truck their butt right to your store.
Sure.
But if you're offering 10% off,
yeah,
people look at it and go, whatever.
Well, it's the same thing as offer it to you for $9.99 or $24.99. I mean, they use the 99 as a way to think.
Yeah, but they've been doing that for years.
Yeah. Well, I see stuff going on like that. It's still happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some menus have just gone to even numbers.
Right. Yeah.
12, 25.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, I think it's a good service. I think it's a good way because what's going to happen is if you put a news story on the hour, you're most likely going to repeat the same news story.
Look, got a text from I have 2 prescriptions waiting.
There you go.
See, I like that.
Yeah. So I mean, the problem with the news story being on the hour, it's the same news story. Basically, it doesn't change, right?
Well, no. I update them. I would update them throughout the day.
If there's the news story to update.
Exactly.
If there's no news story to update.
Correct.
Yeah. So getting the text.
And that's one of the reasons why I got rid of it, because it was like a lot of work for nothing.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I think you're keeping up with what's going on around what a lot of the businesses are doing today.
I'm really trying to find ways to deliver news messages to people the way they want them delivered.
I think that to me, it's good. Like I tell you, the only problem I have, and I'm not sure if it's just me or it's just that the website's taking a little while to come up, is when I click on it, it takes a little while for the message to pop up. Yeah. And I don't know what that is. I can't tell you whether it's on your side, my side. I don't know. If other people are having the same problem, I don't know.
Gotcha.
So
Jesse, are you listening?
So
Jesse's our webmaster.
Oh, well, maybe it might be that something's not kicking on quick enough. I don't know. But that's the only thing. I don't have a problem with other places. So just saying. So, but it pops up eventually, but it's very slow.
It's funny because like there are two people, like Laura has mentioned it, that about the text service. She just says, let's see. The text alerts are great as well. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you. And then you said it too. How many, I've been singing that song, about this text alert thing that we do.
Yeah.
For what? Month and a half?
Yeah.
52 people. 52 people.
I don't think a lot of people are aware of it, to be honest with you.
I put it up all the time. I put it on my Facebook feed. I put it everywhere. And God, and this is going to make me sound extremely cynical.
I'd be willing to bet that
I'll wait.
The message that you put up yesterday regarding the government handing out test kits, a lot of people were not aware of that.
No, I'm sure they weren't.
They weren't.
No. And I mean,
every
news outlet,
they don't really listen
Channel
to news.
30 did,
they
Channel 8 did.
They don't listen to it.
Right. Everybody put it up there.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that everybody actually saw it.
That's true.
Or paid attention to it.
I had saw it a couple of weeks ago that I know that we're going to do it.
Yeah.
And I never thought about really doing anything about it, but but now people can get as many kits as they want, up to 4.
But here's the thing, and this is what I was going to say. This is going to make me sound extremely cynical.
Yeah.
When you hear people say, "I didn't know about that," or "Nobody told me," or they just did this and didn't tell anybody. Boy, they're trying to screw us, aren't they? Those are the same people that don't go out to a board meeting, Board of Education. They don't go to a Board of Selectmen meeting. They don't go to a Board of Finance meeting. It's because they don't want to know.
Yeah.
For their reasons, and that's fine. But if they really wanted to know, they could get the information.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is available.
Yeah. I mean, just like we talked about earlier with things happening around the park, not the park, the skate park and the ball field. I bet a lot of people don't even know what's going on down there.
No.
They have no clue.
And the other thing is too, it's like a lot of it is natural or just reactionary.
Yeah.
So like how many people Victoria just says just signed up, peer pressure works. No, it's not about that. It's just, if there's something that we can deliver to you that gives you value, and not only just value, but information that helps you throughout your day, because you can go ahead and you see the text, I don't want nothing to do with it. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
Yeah.
But if you didn't even have a chance to see it, then I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody told me. Oh,
no, I hear you. I mean, there are areas in the town that a lot of communication does not get out, and we all know it needs to be improved on. They need to come out.
I mean, we try to do things here too. Like,
I know you do, but there's a lot of things come out of the town hall. A lot of people are questioning what the hell's going on,
right?
And I'm of the opinion that if you don't say something and tell people what's going on, what are you hiding? That's the way I look at it. What are you hiding that you won't tell us what's going on?
Right, but then you have these services that are available that gives you that information, and they don't sign up for it anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a real head scratcher sometimes.
So we just need
if somebody was to say to me, Mike, I don't give a crap. I don't care what. And people have said that to me. I say, you know what? All good. You know, it's the ones that say, "Oh man," you know.
Yeah, they won't give a crap. You know, a lot of those people don't give a crap. But take away my gun, and it shows you that shows you that a lot of people did give a crap. I don't think I've ever seen so many people at a meeting than when it comes to the ordinance on the gun.
And I loved that.
You know why? That was like, wow.
I love to see the participation
That was like
of our neighbors, our friends, people in the community. It was great.
Yeah.
I'm not a gun guy. But you know what? So what?
Yeah.
You know, you get to see all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and you get to see people, you know, talking about, I'm like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
People, you know?
Maybe we need to put the word gun in all the stuff that goes out. But it was, that was probably one of the most, wow. I was shocked.
Town website is also a great resource, and it is.
Yeah.
I don't have any problem with the Town of Grizzle website. I don't know. How can you make it easier when you go on the site and you go to the left and go, oh, minutes and agendas, boom.
Well,
oh, minutes, boom, click it.
Like I said to you, what they got to do is they got to make it so that you can change it so it's mobile, becomes a mobile app as well.
I think so. Yeah,
that's the problem, because a lot of people right now click on it, and you're clicking on it like it was you're on your computer. It doesn't work. So that's the one change they should make, so that you could say make it mobile. And then you'd be able to read it in a different format, which now gives you the whole page to look at, which would make it a hell of a lot easier.
So there's the number on the screen. Text SNSN to 860-717-3097. So ask yourself, why is Mike talking about this so damn much if you're not selling anything? Because we want you to be informed. That's it.
Yeah,
that's the only reason. And, you know, we want to make sure people get the information so they can make an informed decision.
Sure.
Whether it's how they want to vote or who do they want in office, or, you know, one thing you don't find for me is, or you for that matter, or Rich, is we're not going to try to sway you either way.
No.
On anything.
No.
Like tomorrow, we're going to have two different guests tomorrow. We're going to have Steve Cravino, who is the athletic director for Grizzle Public Schools. Sure. And we're going to talk about, you know, some sports and stuff like that, but we're going to talk about something that really kind of relates to the entire area, you know, as far as sports and schools, you know, in relation to the pandemic and how that's being affected. And that affects everybody pretty much, that, you know, that has anything to do with the schools.
Yeah.
You know, and then we're going to have also Kevin Cunningham. Mr. Cunningham will be here tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It's always fun to have, because you never know if he's going to bring the donuts or he's not.
Oh, see, I'm going to miss out. I won't be here tomorrow.
I think it's my turn to get the donuts.
Oh, so Rich is going to make out with the donuts.
You could come.
I know I could.
You choose not to.
I know.
I didn't know what happened.
Yeah. It'd be the one question you could ask him is, how is the I'm not
going to remember.
No, you'll forget. Maybe I could
ask it now, but you know, you can always jump in.
I can always.
What's the question?
I was going to ask them how they're addressing any issues with their youth center and any, you know, where they have outdoor activities. Are there any issues with theirs?
Well, it's really wild that you say that, Paul. Because about 2 weeks ago, we had Mark Simmons.
I know it.
You know, and he's the recreation director for the town of Plainfield.
Yeah. Well, you know,
you could go back and watch it.
Did we ask him that question?
We talked about everything.
I don't know if we asked him that question.
You know who his wife is?
I know.
Dr. Simmons next door.
I know.
Took over for Doc.
I know.
Z.
I'll go and ask her. She'll know the answer.
Yeah. she's good.
Yeah. No, I was just curious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he's going to be a recurring guest.
Yeah.
I can't get Ryan Aubin anymore. He's like too busy.
Well, he's moved up in the world.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm sure he cares.
Of course he cares.
Yeah.
So yeah, folks, please, you know, like I said, for 2 months at least, we've been talking about this text number.
Yeah. I think it's good. Me personally, not because I hear, but I like it better than, you know, Because it tells me when something pops up, I know something's happening in the town.
Right.
That's how I know.
So 860-717-3097. That's you just text that number and you'll get a text back immediately saying, hey, it's really Mike. And because it really is me, but it is automated. Yeah. And then it'll ask you, of course, do you opt in, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. And then it'll ask you, put your name in. It does ask what's your age. Don't put it if you don't want to. Put 99.
You don't have to put your age. No. Or your gender.
No.
Nope. No longer required.
It's because
we're optional.
It's because we're woke here.
Yeah. It's a lot of places now. It's all optional now. They don't have to tell them anything.
We're woke.
Yeah.
All right. You want to take a quick break?
Okay.
Paul's going to have the weather forecast in a minute. Keep it right here. It is the Streaming News and Sports Network, SNSN.
You buy better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better with Burns. You buy better.
A new season is upon us. Let's not fall into bad habits and let another insurance policy go by without review. Our offices are open and our licensed agents are available to shop your policy coverage and prices with dozens of insurance companies. Phone, email, 24-hour chat, or a good old-fashioned face-to-face meeting. We offer it all. Home, auto, business, and life. The Burns Agency has been a trusted, full-service insurance solution in your community since 1932. There's no better time to start saving than today. The Burns Agency, Norwich, Dayville, or online at burnsagency.com.
Better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better with Burns. You buy better.
We love the 80s. SNSN.
Your internet home for big 80s hair and big 80s hits.
When you hear the call, you got to get it underway.
Vacation, all I ever wanted.
From a land down under.
All righty. Welcome back. It's SNSN.
You ready?
Wednesday. Here's Paul with the weather.
Wednesday is right. Good morning, folks. Right now, the temperature downtown Jude City is 28 degrees, so it's warming right up. Probably cloudy day around today, so highs will be somewhere around 45 degrees. A little bit of wind, 10 to 20 miles an hour. It seems like we can't get rid of that wind. I mean, yesterday's wind was kind of chilly, but
it was.
So hopefully today won't be as
biting.
Oh, yeah, it was biting because it was maybe the temperatures were up, but that wind was bringing the temperature right down. Wind chill was biting is right. Wind chill. That was breeze line happening.
Huh?
Breeze line. Get it?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it was wind chill. Wind chill. Oh my God. I drove down the road and something hit and cracked my wind chill. Sorry.
For tonight, well, partly cloudy skies, then becoming cloudy more after midnight. Rain's probably going to happen late after midnight. Could be some sleet around, somewhere around 31 degrees. Again, the wind will be there, 5 to 10 miles per hour. But again, for Thursday morning, you're going to wake up and there's going to be some snow. It'll be taper off somewhere around midday. Highs will be somewhere around 33 degrees. Chance of snow or maybe between 1 to 3 inches. So will there be school tomorrow? Who knows? But 1 to 3 inches, unfortunately, is going to happen around bus time. So there you go. And of course, with tomorrow evening, a few clouds around.
The weather sucks.
It does kind of suck. However, it's going to be cold tomorrow night. 8 degrees.
Yeah.
So temperature's going back down again. So time to light that fire. Okay, so that's your weather from SNSN on this Wednesday, 01/19/2022.
So I went to a show the other night.
I went to a show.
Yeah, and it was like an old crooner, like a Dean Martin. It was actually Tony Bennett.
He's still around.
Yeah, he's still performing.
Yeah, he's like he's like Biden. He can't remember crap.
No. But I don't think I really was there. I think it was a dream or whatever. Oh. Because in the audience was just nothing but a bunch of eels. Eels, yeah.
You got the weirdest freaking.
I do. So Tony Bennett came over and started singing a song, and he went, "That's amore."
Oh God, that was.
Thank you.
That Maury, that was Dean Martin.
You don't get it. You get the joke?
No.
Amore eel?
Oh,
come on.
I was thinking more because you said Dean Martin.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's Amore.
Severely at the at the selectmen's meeting last night.
Oh man, that guy's still around, huh?
I was reprimanded severely at the at the selectmen's meeting last night.
It was Ed Burke. Remember Ed?
Yeah, I remember Ed.
He's still around, you know.
Is he?
Oh yeah, I just haven't. Let's see what else we have. Oh, here's the other one. I always loved it. No, this is like 2 years ago.
Okay.
And we had asked Ed Burke, you know, about what he wanted to do, like as a selectman.
Yeah.
In the town of Griswold. Now this is like 2 boards ago, and this is what he said.
I'm a sniper. I don't believe that you go out and tell everybody exactly what you plan to do.
Oh.
and then as a result of that, we got this.
I was reprimanded severely at the selectmen's meeting last night.
Yeah, poor Ed.
Yeah,
he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
You know, he used to always, you know, show up at the breakfast nooks and stuff like that. But you know, since his wife went ahead and retired, no more Ed.
Yeah,
we don't see Ed anywhere.
I don't know where he is.
So you know, Ed, you know, we miss you.
Wherever you are.
You. And you know, be healthy, you know, for sure.
Yeah.
Because obviously, your wife has you under lock and key, you know. So. All right. All right, I got to bitch about something.
Oh boy, here we go.
What a surprise, right?
Yeah.
So one thing that I really pride ourselves, you know, or myself and everybody here that we do is we do a lot of local sports, especially right now during COVID.
Yeah.
You know, where you can't get to local sports or you can't go because of COVID protocols within different schools. One of the protocols being right now that you cannot have visiting fans because the visiting fans are that much more dangerous than the hometown fans, right?
Because they don't put the guard around the blades.
Yeah, you know, it's ridiculous. So it's only the hometown fans. So I don't agree with that at all. I really honestly don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's a reason. I don't know
Well,
if I like the reason, whatever would
well,
be.
it's good for the goose and it's good for the gander because if you're home, you got your own fans. If you go away, they got their fans. So
Yeah, but during a game, you know, if you don't have, if you're away.
Well, the fans have always been the sixth man.
Exactly. Like in a basketball game you're talking about.
It's always a sixth man, you know, because they're always going to root for the home team and referees make mistakes. They're going to.
No, they do not.
No, I know. I do because the referees are great. They don't ever make mistakes.
No.
Yeah. So you're right. It is bad that the fans can't make it, but
yeah.
But again, it works both ways. When you're away, you don't have them. When you're home, you got them.
So with that being said, there were 2 sporting contests yesterday that we had to we could choose from.
Yep.
That we could
go to.
Well, we could actually broadcast.
Yep.
You know, back to Griswold.
Yep.
One of them was Griswold versus Bacon Academy at Bacon Academy in Colchester. We were not allowed because the New London Day, I guess, had dibs on that one. That's okay. Because you know why? Because people were able to watch the game.
Gotcha.
There you go. So the next one.
Hogs.
Yeah, but you know what?
Damn bunch of hogs.
Bacon. Do you know I am the reason why they have bacon burgers at football games at Bacon Academy?
Really?
This is not even a joke. We drove up one day to Bacon Academy, and I'll drive my truck right through the entrance, to the field area, and then you turn left and you go behind the press box, right? Well, before you get into the field, on the left-hand side is the snack bar.
Yep.
And I looked over, and I'm waiting for people to go by because I wasn't going to plow them over. That'd be a bad look. It'd be a really bad look.
Yeah.
I'm looking hamburger, hot dog, grilled cheese. I'm like, what? And I asked the guy, I said, you guys are missing one big thing off your menu. And he goes, what? Why do you not have a bacon burger?
Makes sense.
And the guy went, huh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And I went, well, try that. Went back the next year, bacon burger.
There you go.
Thank you. But getting back to getting back to sports, the other game that we could have done was the middle school game, varsity middle school game, Grizzled against Brooklyn Middle School in Brooklyn. Called Brooklyn Middle School, to see if we could go ahead and broadcast the game.
Yep.
Well, the principal's not in today, but the assistant principal is, but this person just stepped out, and, can I have him call him? He'll be back in about 15, 20 minutes. Sure, no problem. So here's my number. Give me we'll get to hear from him. Now it's like 1:30. Haven't heard anything, right? And if we're going to do this game, we got to leave by 2:30, 3 o'clock. So, because it's like a 4:30 start, you know what I mean, for the varsity game, right?
Yeah.
In Brooklyn. Finally, I get a call from the administrative assistant.
Ooh.
Not even the vice principal. I did.
No.
I don't rate that call. Just wanted to let you know that I was told that since the kids here at Brooklyn Middle School, their parents were not able to send in permission slips. Therefore, today's won't be able to happen, and you won't be able to stream the game. And I went, really? You're kidding me, right? And she went, no, I'm serious. I went, you really are serious, aren't you? Yeah. I was dumbfounded. I was absolutely dumbfounded. Now, there are a lot of Grizzle parents that are contacting me saying, are you covering the game? No, we're not. And what do you think they do? They jump on my train. Like, why not? They don't want to hear the real reason, but but as far as yesterday is concerned.
They just blew you off and came up with that excuse. There's no such thing as permission slips.
I'm like,
were they going on a trip? Come on, give me a break.
They're very worried about their
exposure of kids.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Really? And these are the same parents that are putting, 3,000 pictures of their kid up on Facebook.
There you go.
So, unfortunately, not one parent was allowed to see their kid play yesterday at Brooklyn Middle School.
Are there any more games scheduled for Brooklyn?
No.
Okay.
There are not.
Okay.
There are not. I was going to go down a different avenue for a second, but I will say this, and just so there's, the expectation. So if you know anybody, that unfortunately the girls, we will not be doing the girls games anymore. The girls, Griswold Middle School. So unfortunately, we will not be able to stream them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
And that is my choice, by the way. It wasn't.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's to
the parent that is responsible for that, tell the kids why.
Yeah. That's the world we live in.
You're lucky I'm not saying your name.
That's the world we live in today.
Huh?
That's the world we live in today.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I was really, really upset. I really wanted to, because I like doing these games. I love watching the kids play.
Yeah.
We're fans. And that is one of the reasons why, myself, John Harden, Kevin Merchant, the reason why we do these games, because we are fans. We like the kids,
sure,
and watch them play, because we've been following them in other sports, and they love it. The kids love it.
Yeah, because they get to see themselves.
Yeah, because how many times they go home and watch the game?
Sure they can.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Victoria said the lady, the name is Karen.
Oh, Karen.
Yeah, well, she wasn't really a Karen, just a BSer, put it that way. And permission. She can't believe permission slips. Yeah, I just think it was just BS saying, no.
That was a blow off.
Yeah, it was a blow off.
Yeah, it was a blow off. Yeah.
So
they didn't want to make a decision.
So Brooklyn Middle School, that's on your hands.
Yeah,
that's on your hands that the parents of the Grizzle kids couldn't watch their games because of you. Not me, not them. You. Good job. You excelled.
Yeah. Nobody wanted to make a decision. That's what it came down to.
Yeah, it's horse shit.
Yeah, the vice principal didn't have the guts to make a decision. And if you can't make decisions, then what good are you?
I probably wouldn't be all uptight about it if it was just a regular situation. There's no COVID-19 and parents could just go and it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But these parents can't go.
Right.
They literally can't go. If they end up trying to show up and try to get in, number one, they're going to get booted out of there, or number two, they risk actually the game getting shut down.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, they could have gave you a different excuse than parental slips.
Yeah, that was BS.
That was BS.
It was just BS.
Yeah, they that's why they never called you back.
Do better, Brooklyn Middle School. Do better.
That's why they never called you back, because they didn't.
Well, they did. But
it took a couple of hours because they knew they had to call you back, and they had to come up with some idea of why they weren't going to allow you to play, and they waited till the last minute to tell you that.
And if you want to come on the show and explain your stance, I'll be glad to have you on. So if you want to speak your way, if Brooklyn Middle School and tell us why, you're welcome to come down anytime.
No, you got a permission slip.
I will not even ask for a permission slip for you guys to show up on the show. All right.
I want to see your COVID shots.
I'm not even going to ask that.
You're too kind.
Yeah. Because we're about the answers.
Yeah, I know. Well, what are you going to do?
Crazy.
It happens, it happens.
All right, on the screen once again, folks, kids, pets, whoever is watching and listening, utilize that text number.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Text SNSN to 860-717-3097. And then we'll text you news. Sometimes once a day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes no times a day.
Right.
Really depends on what happens.
Yeah.
What's going on.
Yeah, it doesn't come that often.
And it just comes as a regular text message.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
So.
Yeah. Well, we talked about a lot of stuff.
We did.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, good show. We have Kevin Cunningham coming on tomorrow, first selectman in the town of Plainfield.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have Steve Cravino, who is the athletic director in the town of for Grizzle Public Schools.
Yeah.
So
they just had an article in the paper. I think they're looking for a couple $100,000 to do something with the police departments, call in something. I don't know. That software they have.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Plainfield.
They have a.
There's something to do with the.
They have a text message service.
There's something software that the police department is looking to upgrade, and it's $200,000.
Is it Nixle?
I don't know what it is.
Because they have Nixle now, so
I don't know what it is, but it is something that they're looking to upgrade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was in the paper.
Oh, you actually read the paper?
I read it online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I go through it because at my age, what do you look at?
Obituaries.
You got it.
I do too. So,
yeah. Oh shit! I knew that guy.
Well,
there you go.
They won't be coming for Christmas.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us once again. We're like the Seinfeld of radio. We just go and go and go. Victoria says, Victoria, I adore you. You have so much good information. Why don't you just come on and be part of the show? Just come down here. She said they want to update their computer system at the police department in Plainfield.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Victoria, just show up. I will not require a permission slip.
No.
You will not have to bring a permission slip from Brooklyn Middle School.
We don't care if you have your COVID shots.
No, that's none of my business. That's that's your opinion. That's yourself. What do? You don't.
Yep.
So, all right. So, Steve Cravino tomorrow, as well as First Selectman Kevin Cunningham in the town of Plainfield. Paul, thank you very much. We'll see you on Friday.
You got it.
And who's coming in tomorrow? Holy moly! Rich
Rich
Wazalik.
Oh, there you go.
He'll be our co-host tomorrow. So have a good day, everyone.
Check out the exciting basketball play-by-play with John Harden right here on SNSN.